So what I'm saying is the Buddha's words, Buddha's advice. So practicing Buddhism, Buddha, it's you see, change outside. Shaved hairs, so they dress, change the dress. So they, I think in some Hindus, you just wear saris, or you just put the color and then you just wear saris, then you become that. That's it. Nothing to do with the mind. You become that. You change the dress, saris, you put the still color, and then you become that. Buddhism not like that. So in the whole lifetime, you see, in the whole life, you may be reciting prayers, you may be reciting a lot of prayers, a lot of books, a lot of prayers and mantras, whole lifetime busy. Whole lifetime busy like this. But you see, if you check, what is Buddha Dharma? What is Buddha Dharma? If you check, nothing becomes Buddha Dharma. Even though you did lots of retreats, this, that, so many things. Study this, start that, study this. So many things. For example, I give my example. I see in Sulukhumbu, I was born near Mount Everest, Sulukhumbu. So when I was small, you see the four Buddhist sects in Tibet happened in Tibet. When I was born, my area, Sulukhumbu, Nyingma, then later after Tibet, lots of men in China, then some nunnery, some High Lama, some monks and Khari Rinpoche came, great Lama came from Tibet and settled there. So I happened to Gulu Monastery, the most Nyingma. So I memorized, when I was a small child, I memorized Ludoma, Pema Sambhava's prayer, memorized in the morning and the evening, and daytime we read as the text. Through all the years, sometimes you do puja for people, they ask to read the Buddha's teaching, Prajna Paramita, the 12 volumes and 3 volumes and 1 volume. So we had to read those Buddha's teachings because they got commitment from the initiation, from the Lama or student batch. So we do that. And then my teacher and myself, they read, mostly read or something that. So when I was a small child, we do that. And then I went in Tibet 3 years. I was in Phari, near Bhutan, 3 years. And every day I had to go to puja. Different family people. It's like it's all lined up. Benefactors belong to Geshe's monastery as a wife of a monk in Tibet. So the 3 years in Phari, near Bhutan. Phari is a big business place. From Lhasa, from Kalimpong, from Sikkim, and all kind of road, big business place. So, except one day in the year, the New Year time, 2 or 3 days I'm free. So otherwise I have to go to puja every day with the monks, with my teacher, and that. Then I was at Buxa. Buxa, where I got that might be interesting for you. Buxa. You see, we have monastery in Darjeeling. Before Darjeeling, 5 miles before Darjeeling, after Gum, there's a monastery down below the road. So there's new Gum monastery. There's the old Gum monastery built by Indian government, or something like that. I don't know how's the story. There's a Maitreya Buddha, a large Maitreya Buddha, but there's a diamond, a big diamond here. So the tourists from Darjeeling, they go to see the diamond. So when they go to see the diamond, of course they see the Maitreya Buddha. That's good thing. That's by the way enlightenment. By the way enlightenment. Not the expected, but by the way it works. Yeah, so we have a monastery, so we don't have plan to stay at Buxa. No plan to stay at Buxa. We have our own monastery, so we all plan to go there. So then the abbot, through college, Tasa, I don't know, Tasa, the Sarah Garden Devung, in Tibet, the Ramatanga Church and biggest monastery. So from Mongolia, people go there for a young time and to become very learned expert Geshe and debating Buddhism and the philosophy and all that. Chasa is, I don't know how to translate, but Sarah Gaden Devung. So Sarah has two college. Sarah men, Gaden is Shata and Changde, Devung is Rosalim Gomang. So they were belong to Sarah. So abbot and disciplinary monk gig, nobody stopped us. Nobody stopped me to go into Darjeeling. Only the policeman stopped. Very strange. He doesn't have any responsibility. That's not his job. We see to stay to stay or to go. He doesn't. The abbots are there, but they don't do. Only the police who speak Tibetan. Deshi Babu. His name is Deshi Babu. I remember his name. He speaks Tibetan. He must be around Darjeeling, I think. I don't know, I'm not sure, somewhere around. So he said, I should stay and with one monk, and the rest can go to Darjeeling. So it happened in a very strange way. Not abbot or nobody stopped. So that's a very, very strange. Of course, no question about guru through the police, then stopping guru's guidance. Of course, no question. Dead's guidance, dharma protector's guidance, no question. Through police, that's no question. So anyway, then there I had the opportunity to begin the Dharma, the Buddhist philosophy, beginning Dura. So, upon my teacher Geshe Langri, who is a great meditator, as an expert, learned, but also meditator, not only learned, not only intellectual, but is a great meditator practitioner. No, is well-known teacher, Geshe Langri Rinpoche. So I got the opportunity to learn philosophy, Dharma, Buddhist philosophy. So I was a little boy, so I must study philosophy as just a little boy study, little boy playing. So little boy playing study, so it's like that. So it wasn't real study. So about 8 years. Then of course we learn Parajana Paramita, Abhisama Alankarika, Mityapatas teachings, commentaries. Anyway, so just my short, not caring the Kasure. So I had to stay. Police didn't let me to go. So I got the chance to learn liberal philosophy when I was a small child. And, that 8 years. So of course there's a whole program every day. In morning memorizing text, then you go to take teachings from your teachers about philosophy, and then you go, then you gather, monks gather in the debating place and debate in the classes, and then gather, do puja for you and for others, for the world, and to purify your nirkama or obstacles. To develop your mind is in the path to enlightenment. Then you debate one by one. So like that. You do in the morning, so they come back for lunch, and then I can go for teachings or something. This is depending. You go for teachings, teaching from teacher. Things like that. Study. Then also similar in time. In the time you gather, Sarah, there's special Buxa, Sarah, Katen, Jebung, all three great monasteries. That's also Kaji, Nyingma, Satya. Not many, only few monks together. This not happen in Tibet, but this Buxa, it happened special. Also the debate in class, and then do puja together, then they can one by one. Also that goes after 12 o'clock night time, so those who study very hard, then even 1 o'clock night time, then go back. Go back in your own houses, then have black tea, and then monks who study very hard, and then they go out. For example, next to my bed, there's a wood, there's a bamboo. Monks get bamboo from forest, they cut, then make wall in the house. It's a prisoner. Before, when it was under British government, it was prisoner, a very famous prisoner, very tall buildings, and there's many halls for the grandfather and something. Then you see at certain places, a road like this, the police would stand, and lots of barbed wires, windows have wires and other. And also outside you see veranda, there's the barbed wires and the ditch, and so what Mahatma Gandhi was prisoned was become nunnery afterwards. Same house, but nuns lived there. Some nuns would come. Through the story of barbed wires around. Like what Gandhi was prisoned. What Mahatma Gandhi, but where Nehru was prisoned is Sarah men, the monks, they lived there, and so bed all, this room, or not room, monks lived there, but also do puja at the same place. So sometimes, snakes, between roof and the wall, the snakes. Snakes fall down on the bed. So it's very mischievous weather. the butterfly, but not butterfly, sorry. The mosquitoes, lots of mosquitoes, and then this kind of red fly, no, red, red, big red, they come to bite you. Geshe bug, red bugs, lots of red bugs come to eat you. Lots of red bugs, they come to eat you. They stay between the bamboo bed. All the bed is bamboo bed, cut bamboo, and you put like this crush and thing. So they stay between that and you see, all the mosquitoes. So you put the mosquito net, then they stay in the corners. When the light is, not that electric light, it's kerosene light, yeah. So then when you become dark, then they come out to eat you. So that you go to bathroom, you go around the backside. Where I lived most years, 16 room number 16. So backside is the bathrooms, and then there's a caretaker, there's a cleaner, and the backside to the we call Jamdrola. So so you go bathroom, when the rain comes, you go bathroom, then you get leeches. You get leeches, ZHING blood. You go bathroom, you get so like that. Sorry. The month started so hot. Oh, then after come by, after 12 o'clock, night time, 1 o'clock, come down, have black tea, then go outside. So my next my bed is the one monk. Oh, his name is Matamika. Umanjua, Matamika. So he was the abbot of ZH College, just before, this is Geshe, which is a teacher. Geshe, which is not the grave, the next incarnation, who was born Sikkim, fled from Tibet. So his teacher's incarnation, now the abbot, ZHING. But before, this monk was called Madamika. He became expert in the philosophy. He became the abbot for a few years. And they became very learned in the Tangpa. So he was, for example, I'm just reaching one example, come back in the middle of the night to 1 o'clock, somewhere around, debate for election, then go, then put Dingwa, this monk's Vasirka, outside his window, put, so I had to go, the house was tall, very long, so you had to go out, then come back, then outside his window, then you have to recite by heart for several hours. All the text he recited, like he recited Tang and Lekshin Yimbo. The Lama Tsonga was a very important text, the good explanation, the interpreted definite meaning, so the Lekshin Yimbo, so the heart of the good explanation. So he memorized. So he recited by heart a few hours. Then go back, then he has maybe 2 hours sleep or something like that. Then he can do the whole thing. So, it started so hard. The weather is so unbelievable hot. The worst for the health. So many monks died. One monk, both they came from cold place. So every week, not there, another place. I lived 1 year, number 60. Room number 60, something 63, I'm not sure. Way down. So bamboo, so every week I see dead body, monks' dead body taken to the cemetery with the Kamsen. Because the small group belong to the Kamsen, the small group. So the monks all together goes to pray at the cemetery. So every week is like that. So many monks came from cold place, so they didn't know how to live in a hot place. And like Tibet, they eat food like Tibet. And so it didn't fit in the hot place. And some become crazy and so that's, So the later on, then a lot of advice came from Dharamsala, how to live the life, how to eat the food and all that. So anyway, so many monks got TB, and that time no cancer. I don't know, maybe there's cancer, I'm not sure. So only TB is so famous. So many monks went to hospital for several years, they learned Hindi. So what they will learn is Hindi. They get recovered, or they come back to the monastery, they get recovered, and they learn Hindi. When they go, they didn't know, because afterwards they're able to speak the Hindi. So that was Lama Ish is one of the relatives. So Lama Ish, we went to learn Hindi. There's going the book, so learn Hindi from Geshe Langri. After he lived in the hospital, Jablaguri or some far Kushina, no Kushina, Kushbir. So some years he was able to speak Hindi. So we went to learn Hindi. So like that. And then 8 years I lived in Buxa. Well, before I speak my story. So monks studied so hard and day and night and so on. And then in Tibet they didn't have to learn writing. In Tibet, if somebody is learning letter, grammar, poetry, like that, then they will think you are involved in the worldly activities. They don't regard that as dharma. They regard it as a worldly activity. So they put down that, like that in Tibet. So therefore, I'm sorry to say the story. So therefore, abbots of the monasteries at Buxa, when they have to sign, so many of them can't write their names, because the monastery doesn't have writing, even Tibet, not English. Leave aside English, Tibetan writing didn't have. So some abbots those who can put the name, then put the thumb, in the office. Then some write Tibetan, but their writing is not studied, not learned, not studied writing. Some letters like a box, They write down some funny letters, like box, that not learned. so very rare to write well. Even the abbots, even though they're expert in the philosophy, Sutta Tantra, even they're expert. So in Tibet, the mind. Computer, here we use computer, iPad, computer, or in Tibet, mind. They use the mind, because computer. It is to mind. Like that, you see? In Tibet. So now the computer, and we can record many things, but not in Tibet, you see. Because somebody can write, of course, the teachings. I know that. So now you see, South India, for example, Lama Tsongkhapa tradition, or even other tradition, build a monastery again, build a monastery, nunnery, is in the fourth section, Nepal, India, whatever the large monastery in the rebuild in India, Nepal, so educate the young monks and because some lamas, many Hishonas, they are able to come. So because that then some of the great teachers, great lamas, not all, but some able to come. So because they're kindness, they're able to restore, revive the Buddha Dharma in the Nepal. So like that up to now. Up to now. So those who become Geshe finish learning philosophy the first time in South India like that. And those now great teachers, now become great teachers. Preserve the Buddha Dharma, learning the meaning and practice and in the monastery, spread and all that. From those monasteries, now all over the world, all over the world, even the West, which never happened before. Buddhism in the Western world never happened before. Now it is happening all over the world. Much of the world happened Buddhism, and even just the FPMT has a 40, 45, 44, 46, I don't know, some around Geshes from Gabon, from the Sera monastery, and even also other monasteries. Even just the FPMT organization center has 40, how many? 40?
61.
How many Geshes? 46.
If Raja found the answer from his sleep, from his dream. Yeah, so he teach. It came from this monastery, Gabon, and then also Stella, mostly. The other monastery, like then Devon, there's some pastor. Then the Western world, then also Singapore, Taiwan, Malaysia, those. Yeah, so mainland China, there was a small center. It waited a long time to me to come, but I didn't make it. So it disappeared. It doesn't exist now, but the monk from Singapore, Fred, he goes there. We went there many times to teach Dharma in Peking, in China. Just nunneries or not officially, but I think just like that. I've been teaching Dharma several times, and so one Chinese student organized that, and so great hope in the future when things went more peaceful. When the policy became better, then so like that. So Buddha Dharma. So those time the students, the monks who learned it now become great teacher. Not only they practice, but they preserve, teach to others. So that become great teacher now. So anyway, it has been continued. You see, even Tibet was destroyed and things like that in the past, and able to continue. So anyway, I was there. So 8 years, Buxa. Then I came. Then I came to Nepal. I was building the monastery at that time. Laudo monastery. That's 14,000 feet. That's, close to Tibet and Laudo. It's related to my past life, but I don't remember anything in my past life. The great lamas, they predicted that I'm the incarnation of that Laudo Lama, the past life. The name is Laudo Lama. So that, but on my side, I have no memory. But there are other lamas many other lamas who can remember. So I was building monastery up there, and I'm supposed to look after the work, but I don't go. Only when I go pee-pee, then I look outside. People are just talking, not working, like that. Whenever I go pee-pee outside, so I stay in the cave and read text. So that's one text. Sorry, I became long talk. There's one text. The text what we have there is Nima, most Nima, deities practice. And there's a Manikambo, Sonsan Kambo. Oh, that's one thing. And then the text that can be used also for sect. There was one text that Kadamba Geshe's collections or Kadamba Geshe's advice. This Tomar Rojong, Tomar at the very beginning transforming the mind into Dharma. Train the mind in Dharma. At the very beginning, open the drawer of the Dharma. Open the drawer of the Dharma. Oh, that's the title of the text. So there is that. So that I saw that, and I read that. I spent much time in that reading while I was building the monastery. So that talks about how to practice Dharma. What is Dharma practice? How to practice Dharma? So I look back, my life, way back, Buxa, Tibet, when I was very small, solo kumbu, my life. So nothing became Dharma. I check back, anything became Dharma or not. Nothing became Dharma. And even Buxa, 8 years studying. Nothing became Dharma. In Tibet, doing puja every day, family houses, nothing became Dharma. So I noticed nothing became Dharma. So here, in the advice Buddha, subdue all the mind. This is the teaching of Buddha. Oh, another. So what do you do externally? So that reciting so many mantras, so many prayers, or so that alone doesn't define practicing Dharma. So practicing Dharma is defined by subduing the mind. So I noticed all that didn't become, my life, all that didn't become Dharma. Then I began, after reading that book, then I began to the Tantra retreat, which initiation I have received. My first time the Tantra retreat, it's not the first time Tantra retreat, before Buxa, but the Tantra retreat, not the first time. So, because I read this book, very beginning at Train the Mind in Dharma, they say, open the door of Dharma. There's this one I read because of that. Because of reading that, clean the mind, clean the garbage of the mind, the dust, garbage. So clean the room. You see, smell of the mind, garbage of the mind cleaned. You see, by reading that book. So because of that, then I say, because of that, then the retreat was more pure, and just amazing, couldn't believe couldn't believe just the happiness, the peace. I mean, that's amazing. That couldn't believe it. If your life is going to be like this whole year. I mean, the whole life couldn't believe it. It's amazing. It's sorry, like that today, because I read that book before. So clean the mind. So you begin the retreat with a clean mind. So because that. So also if you by my telling the story, then if you write down, you read this book, think well, then you begin the retreat. Whatever retreat you're going to, that makes it very pure, your retreat. So like that. So this I'm telling you that to help, how to practice Dharma, how to make the retreat so beneficial, unbelievable, like that. So like that. Yeah. So subdue one's mind. This thing, Buddhism is mainly subduing the mind. So it's you take care of your mind. Buddhism is taking care of your mind. Buddhism is taking care of your mind, looking after yourself. I mean, if you can't look after yourself, you can't look after others. If you can't take care of yourself, you can't take care of others. You understand? If you can't take care of your mind, how can you take care of others' mind? You understand? Now you have to understand that. So because just my not my practice, my just opinion. You see? Somebody, how are you? And then, you see, if your mind is living in the Guru devotion, by looking at the Guru with the quotations from Buddha and logical reasons and your own experiences, and then seeing the Guru and Buddha. So with that great devotion, you are living your life in the great devotion, seeing the Guru Buddha. Then you see, how are you? Somebody asks. Then your answer is well. Your answer is well because of you're living the great devotion. The root of which is the root of the path to enlightenment. Oh, the most important thing. So that. Then, if you don't do realization or renunciation, samsara, but your effortful experience of the renunciation of samsara, how this life, no essence, and samsara is a nature of suffering, and there's no attraction, and so you see, effortful experience, renunciation. So no, you're not you're not cheated by yourself. Looking at samsara, which is nature of suffering, looking at the pleasure. Like you see, flies. The flies. When you put the fire, when you put the fire on the light, you see, fire, they jump into that. Because they see hallucination. If they went right inside that, they would be nirvana, would be great, unbelievable, something pleasure. So even though it's hot, they still try to get inside. You see, fly around the light, so still try to go inside. You understand? But then is the candle flames. So at that time, so they try to get inside. But they don't know they will get burned, died. They will get burned, dead. They don't know, they have no idea. So try to get inside. So hallucination. They have total hallucination. Oh, that's real example of samsara. You understand? So like that, we say like the flies. You know, they're trying to get inside the candle of flames or fire. Nobody put them in the fire. You see, their hallucinated mind cheating. Their hallucinated mind cheating. Their own mind, hallucinated mind, put them in the fire. You understand? You understand? That's how, from beginningless birth up to now, and if you don't become free from hallucination, if you don't realize the truth, didn't realize the emptiness, or right view, no bodhicitta, then again endless suffering, samsara. So we cheat ourselves. So just like the flies, how they jump in the candle flames of fire, all the way. So hallucinate mind cheat you from beginningless birth up to now. Still we are not free from suffering of samsara. So then if we didn't meet dharma, didn't practice dharma in this life, or then realize and the ultimate truth, the ultimate truth, the right view, and bodhicitta, or then those bodhicitta to enlightenment. Then you see endless suffering, samsara again. So anyway, so that our hallucinated mind, there is nobody, God or somebody make you suffer in samsara. No, you are hallucinated mind, not having met dharma, not having learned dharma, not having realized ultimate truth, emptiness. So you see, we cheat ourselves. We have been cheating from beginningless birth. Ourselves. You cheat yourself from beginningless birth up to now. Still we are not free. Even Buddha, Shakyamuni Buddha, or same as before. Shakyamuni Buddha, many Buddhas are same as us. All the suffering, delusion, karma, problems, same as us. But then they change their mind, from self-cherishing thought into bodhicitta, cherishing others. So they achieve enlightenment. But we didn't change our mind, so we're in still samsara. All of this. What I'm saying. Yeah. So, Sorry. I should spend more time in the room, called the Sutta. But I think, anyway, so with the room, I want to, the essence of the teaching or the message, my message or essence of teaching or the advice is that so you see, meditation. Yes, there's in the world many people teach meditation. Something to concentrate upon or something. However, what you need to understand is that, you see, if you first, if you don't want to receive harm from others, if you don't want to suffer, if you don't want to suffer, the essence is you shouldn't harm others. The essence, I'm talking the essence, meditation or dharma practice. So yes, that you can do only through dharma practice. What you can accomplish. If you don't want to suffer, then what you should do, you shouldn't harm others. Big or small, big or small. For example, if you cheat somebody, in the Aryadeva, great Pandit from Nalanda, said in his text, Srijapa, for understand that, there is mentioned in the commentary, if you cheat one sentient being, one time, if you cheat one sentient being, animal or people, one time, then the result, you will be cheated 1,000 lifetimes. You will be cheated on 1,000 lifetimes by others. Oh, you have to know that. If you cheat one sentient being, the result is like this. You have to know that. So, see, if you kill one insect, or one person, not see, maybe even one insect. If you kill one insect, from that negative karma, you will be killed 500 lifetimes. You will be killed 500 lifetimes. So that is general. But it depends on how heavy it is, it can be more. So if you kill one, from that you will kill 500 lifetimes. Oh, if you don't want to suffer, then don't give harm to others. What is small? You don't experience even small suffering. Besides big, you don't even small suffering. So you don't be careful harming others. So you should abandon even harm to other sentient beings, including insects. If you want happiness, you should benefit others. You want happiness, you must how to do? You must benefit to others, and you must cause happiness to others first. Then, as a result, many lifetimes from one action causing somebody happy, or many lifetimes, 100, 500 lifetimes, or depending on that, or then you will be so happy. Your wishes can succeed, all your wishes, what you want more than that, unbelievable, successful, many lifetimes, all like that, you see, because all that. That is. I don't know. I don't need. This is to make cold or hot.
Fan for cold.
No, don't need it enough. It's a fan.
Yes.
It's okay. Yeah, Kasure. So that's very important. This is the reality. Now this is thing only you. Come on, Yeshua. Come on. But this is the only thing you, nothing others, who are numberless. So important like you. Only happiness, do not want suffering, numberless others. This is without saying that. That's one thing, your happiness. That's. So, Kasure. Now next, that's very important advice. Very important advice. Very important teaching. This one. See, the way to gain happiness for you, the way to solve your suffering. You understand? Unmistaken. So important. So what Son Dalai Lama said, if you can't renounce self-changing thought, you must then if you want to live, if you can renounce self-changing thought, then you should live in the intelligent life, or intelligent selfish life. So this is intelligent selfish life. You see, think only your happiness, but the way to do is correct. The way you usually worldly people, no matter how much science education or Western education, how much is the motivation? By harming others, get happiness. By harming others, you get happiness. You know, kind of that way to get happiness. No thought of others' happiness and free from suffering. So use others, even that by causing suffering. So if you become a president or something, minister or something, use the population for your happiness. You take away things. They pledge, they things take away for your family, your happiness, your power. You use the police. Instead of using yourself, to make others, your population, free from suffering and absolute happiness, all the happiness for them. Instead of that, only use them, the millions of people, for your happiness, to use them for your happiness, for your power. So total opposite. So that becomes cause of that work becomes only cause of suffering. Only cause of suffering, reality. So then I say suffering this life, suffering especially beyond from this life, suffering, lower realms, hell, unexpressed, so like that. Not only this life problem, unexpressed. So the whole world is so many countries suffering like that. You see. So now I say, so now you see, others, numberless for others numberless, like yourself, so important. Want happiness, do not want suffering, like yourself. The numberless for others. So now you see, to make free from the suffering, to cause happiness to them, to live the life for them, to live the life for them, to work for them, to live the life, to serve for them. So important. So important. So important. So important. So the okay. So now next one. So then. I'm not sure. It's one Bodhisattva. I'm not sure I brought the text there. I don't think I brought it. I haven't brought the text. I didn't bring the text. So, Bodhisattva, Vashandi Deva, great Bodhisattva, said in Bodhisattva, I have to remember all the words. So, you see, if one use for others, yourself as a servant. You see, even you become king or prime minister or something of the country, but you see your motivation, you see, a servant to serve all this millions population. So a servant, you're a servant. There is all these populations, millions, billions, all there to serve. Cherishing others precious than yourself, higher, precious than yourself. It's like the second words, second advice from the 8 verses thought transformation by Geshe Langri Tangpa. On the basis of the first one, second advice 강도 수당 조절은 단위 군에 맨다시 샬라 삼바 타바이 초도 제바지 말로 어디 whoever I think there's beginning English translation maybe dharma is missing. 강도 is missing. Where is missing? 수당 조절은 우리 whomever company 단위 군에 맨다시 look at yourself always low. Look at yourself, always low. Roast, Gadamba Geshes, and they said, you see, up down below you, there's no sentient being, there's only water. Oh, there's no sentient being. Oh, roast. Danya Kune Menda Shenla Samba Tabai. From totally, Samatakpa is from the heart. From the heart, not from the lips, from the heart. You know, not a face, laughing smile. I mean, lips, no, from the heart. You know, not political, not politics, from the heart. Sincerely from the heart. Then you cherish others. You look at others supreme, then you look at others supreme. Samba Taba, total jabberism, cherish others, looking at the sublime. All of this, see? So if you get, so see, for example, he's on a Lama in France, just one example, France, Guinea, at Vajrayogini, our center, FPMT center. So we requested teachings, Bodhisattva or something. So during that time, there's Geshe Tengje, and asked away all the incense and to receive his sons, and then his sons go back to the room. So, and his sons bent, his holy body bent to us like this. So of course, no need to us, no need to respect to us at all. But his own does, bent to us. For example, like that. For example, like that. This is the practice of the second verse, adverse thought transformation, by Kadamba Geshe Langri Tangpa. So the second verse, you see, looking at others, yourself looking down, others looking as from the heart, not political, from the heart. And cherish others, look at the sublime. So, then one thing I want to learn, Lama Dharmasana. There was one old monk coming up. Well, there was one nun, somebody said, the monk did some mistakes, misbehavior, misconduct. So anyway, Lam was upset of this monk, but this much older monk. So tomorrow, next day, the monk was coming up, we come for teaching. The monk was coming up. The Lama, even though heard problems, but still Lama respected. When the monks came out, Lama didn't say, oh, he didn't do like this. He respected the monk. He bent it down, respected the monk. Oh, like that. Oh, those are examples of the second verse, the adverse thought transformation. There's great advice how to live the life. Oh? So, like that. Respect sincerely like that. Oh, even though you heard problems of the monk, you see. Oh, like that. See? So so it is said, you see, if you do like that. By looking at the servant, and others as a master, and look at others, and so cherishing others, looking at supreme, them, looking at them supreme. So then the result. So many times you become the king, king, I'm not sure, will turn king, or so many times you get so much happiness. I don't remember all the words, but so many times you get all the unbelievable world happiness. Japan, the leader, the kings and things like that. So even that, not just one life, so many lifetimes. Oh, then others serve you. Then he's here. You use your leader. Your leader. You use others as a servant. You give suffering to others. You give a heart of your suffering to others. You become the leader, and you give suffering to others. You use others as a servant or kind of like that. So you use others for your happiness, instead of using yourself for the happiness of others. So then you see the result of what happens. So many lifetimes, then you become servant. You become very low people who has no power, ugly, servant, no power. I don't remember all those. Bad color, ugly. Then, many of those you experience in the next life. Many lifetimes it become like that. Oh, so much suffering, so much problem. Poor person, poor, not wealthy but rich, poor person. Then that's right. No means of living, no wealth, so many lifetimes. Oh, like that. So therefore, therefore the attitude. Whether you are servant, whether you are king, minister, your attitude is so important. Your attitude. So therefore you see, good heart. To live the life, good heart, so important. Oh, to benefit others, to not cause suffering others. Important, that's the real dharma. So even you have title king, or prime minister, or whatever, but your motivation, your servant, others must to serve. You're there to serve others, to free them from suffering and to bring happiness to everyone. So important. Oh, that's so important. I don't remember all the words from Bodhisattva. Oh, that's then you see good heart. Did I say? I don't remember. Yesterday, did I say? About good heart. Yesterday, three results. Yesterday, that I taught in school. We have school in Jubesi, so I taught for the teachers, and I didn't say it. Okay, it doesn't matter. But it's a good, very important. Anyway, just before the room, okay. We have school. Basically, there were 4,000 people, Tibetan people. They left to the West, India, no, they were two families. They had a school. Now the Chime private office, Chime or then there's somebody, Chime and somebody there. So were working for his owners now. They're from their school, Jumbesi, in the early times, after Tibet lost. They're in Sorokumbu, and they were in that school. So that condition school now, many Sherpas. So in past Sunderland used to spend money. So now they don't, because they know Tibetans, only Tibet. So they kind of, I guess they ask well, however, we have monastery, 25 monks there, but also the originally the Tibetan refugee families monastery before. So the school, we take care of the school, and so I was supposed to go to Korea, but Korea, the abbot was a businessman. And he became monk and he became abbot. But it seems to be difficult to communicate. So I said I could not come. Sorry, he was not happy. But so then I didn't go. So I spent basically 1 month and 10 days. So there's school. So I talked to the teachers, and so my idea is that yes, general education, yes, important, of course. But we say most important education is a good heart. Most important education is a good heart. So I told them. So from now, even they are children now. So from now on, learn good heart, good conduct, good human being, good conduct. You see, everyday life, learn, teach. The most important education. So as life grows more, so they live life with so much good heart, benefiting others, not harming others. So they say, as their life grows, so much happiness to their family, or to other people in the country. So of course they bring happiness to the world. So when they die, great happiness, no fear, worry of death. So great happiness. They die, when they die, no need fear, no great happiness. They go to Pure Land, or they go to they take another purpose, about the better than this life, or they can do more benefit to others. So even individually benefit like this, like sunshine in the world, so much happiness in life, result like that. And then the next thing, you become minister, or you become prime minister, or you become minister and leader of the country. Then because you have a good heart, and you live your life with your heart. So you take care of all the people like your child. You see, you become minister or whatever. So you take care of everybody like your child. I mean, with a loving kindness and compassion. You give them so much happiness. So much happiness. Million. All those suffering people. As you get more power, you give them so much happiness. Solve the problems, all like that. So it's everybody love you. everybody, millions, billions of people, everybody love you. They cherish you. So like that, you see how much useful you, one person. Wow, about millions, billions of people. You see, you understand? Oh, like that. So third, but develop good heart, then affect the universe, affect this whole world. You can solve global problem. Global problem came from the mind, negative mind. Mind becomes so violent and so negative, and they affect the world. The global problems arise, the many problems. The ice mountains melting down, or the cool place like Lhasa, before cool, now hot. Many places like that, changes weather. It comes from the mind, negative mind. So the ice melting down in the ocean, oceans increase, wash away the cities like Texas, billions of dollars, many billions of dollars, all this comes from the mind. So now this, if you develop good heart, those global problems decrease, change. You can change, decrease, every stop. Like that, you see. Also, same thing, you see, earthquakes, all the dangers can reduce if you, from your mind. So, third, this is what I advise in school, in our school, these Jimbesi. The teachers, and I was emphasizing what is the most important education. Sorry, I didn't get room. So next one. So anyway, I hope there's some benefit. My making noise. Thank you very much. Tea break.
Short break.
Okay, you.